This is TomFM, worshipper of the city of Lincoln, football manager, experimenter, and a former Streamer Showdown winner. Me and Tom came up with the exact same idea for a video of an experiment. So instead of having a fight to decide who would release the video, Tom challenged me to win the Euros 50 times on Football Manager, probably because he knows I would have won. Hello Tom, thanks for joining me today, mate. So, the Euros is upon us very shortly, and being the creative geniuses that we are, we both had the same idea for an experiment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, great minds think alike, that's what it is.
Exactly. So, we decided to put a little bit of a spin on it and do a Challenge Me video. Would you like to tell the audience what the challenge you set me was?
I'd love to. So, Luke, I would love to challenge you to try and win the European Championships with England 50 times. I want to see if you can do it.
Yeah, we set the target at 50, but we do have a bronze and silver option as well. The 50 is the gold standard for this challenge. Gold 50 wins, silver 35, bronze 25. Now, before I tell you how I set up, I did choose England like you mentioned, and we used the database created by Mozza, I believe. I think he created it himself.
Yes.
With the actual real life groups in the game. So that's quite handy. So I think, to be honest, before this, I thought France might have been the best option. I really, after looking at their group, it does look like that is the group of death.
Yeah, it's a lot harder than I think people think. I think getting out of that is going to be difficult. France are obviously a very, very good team, right? And,
yeah,
I think in most people's mind, they should be winning the European Championships. But anything can happen. And, when it comes to knockout football, teams can really step up to the occasion. And look at Germany, last World Cup, for example, knocked out in the group stages. It was mental.
Exactly. So, going forward for this then, Tom, if you were to do this challenge, say I was setting you this challenge, how would you set up? And what would be would you set a starting 11? Would you set a separate tactic? How would you try and achieve this challenge?
I think I'd just try and find the most overpowered tactic that I could. So probably something that Pav's made for Clates for the showdown or something like that. I'd try, go there, do something like that, right? And then just try and pick the best English team. So you're probably going to set up maybe like a 4-2-3-1 because you need to score the goals to get there. England's obviously got a lot of good young attacking players. So I'll probably set up something like that sort of shape. I'm sure Pav's got some tactic that fits that because the England team sort of fits the 4-2-3-1 quite well. That's what I mean. So that's probably the route I go down at least.
Do you know, I just love this ongoing joke with you and Clates. I think it's brilliant.
I mean, if you're going to win a showdown, do it fair and square on your own. Don't have a team around you. That's all I'll say.
Originally, I thought France might have been the easier option for this. However, after seeing them being joined with Germany and Portugal in their group, I'm glad to be patriotic, kick Gareth Southgate and the waistcoat out the way, and take over the Three Lions. I decided to choose a favourite tactic of mine, Nap's Parisian 4-2-3-1, as this formation best suits the pool of players England have at their disposal. I particularly like the shadow striker role in front of Phil Foden as the Mezzala. I went through and selected my ideal 11, mainly based on attributes and player role suitability, and prepared for the national anthem. But this was 100 simulations, so I recruited the help of 6 others in my Discord to help me simulate this huge amount, all using this tactic and lineup, and one by one the results started coming through. First off, Tom, prediction, how achievable do you think this challenge actually is?
Well, I think it is pretty achievable if you're controlling it yourself. To the extent of choosing the tactics and the players and stuff, I think it's achievable because obviously on my channel we've done this experiment where we've simulated it every time to see who wins it the most and get the information from that. And England did pretty well on that, just on their own, no input from me or you in that, and they've done pretty well. So I think with you in charge, I'm backing you. I think you can do it.
Really? What, the full gold? Or
the full 50? Yeah, I think you can do it.
Wow. Okay.
Don't let me down now. Don't let me down.
Well, that's big pressure, isn't it? I mean, if Mr. Waistcoat has managed to do quite good stuff on your simulation, then pressure's on for sure.
The pressure is on, hugely.
So we're going to do 20 simulations at a time. Some crazy things that happened during these simulations for the first 20 is that Croatia won 2, Belgium won 3 out of the first 20.
Ooh, okay.
Now, England were knocked out of the quarterfinals 4 times. Semi-finals, they were knocked out 4 times, but they made the final a total amount of times of 9 in this first 20. 9 times out of 20. Out of those 9 finals, they managed to win 8.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, only losing once to Italy.
Yeah, that's pretty decent, to be fair, because, I mean, obviously you're not quite on the percentage terms that you need to be just yet, but it's not far off. Like, you're just underneath that percentage threshold that you need to reach it if you're doing it, the same every 20 times. So that's a decent return, I feel.
Not bad at all, to be honest, because, like you say, on average, we should be trying to get 10 wins per 20 simulations. So we're a fifth of the way down. We have 8 wins already. Not on track for the gold medal, but that's a huge chunk if we were going for a bronze or a silver at least.
Definitely, yeah. I think you've made some good progress there.
Okay, so the next set of 20 simulations had some more bizarre outcomes, with Turkey getting to the final 4 times, winning it twice.
Whoa, that's pretty impressive, to be fair. Turkey's not a team I'd expect to be up there at all. I'm not entirely sure who they've got in their team other than like Soyuncu, purely who plays in the Premier League. Is Nuri Sahin, is he still playing? I don't know. Like,
is he still knocking around? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know much about the Turkish team at all, but fair play, Turkey. I hope they win in real life.
And like you say, you've done a simulation on your channel with 100 simulations.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave a link to that down in the description. So maybe we'll see Turkey knock up there at some point.
We may well
Who
do.
knows?
We may well do.
No spoilers. But anyway, England, on the other hand, they were eliminated this time 3 times in the quarterfinals, 3 times in the semi-finals, and they were finalists 11 times this time round in these 20 simulations. Ooh. So they're getting to the final over 50%.
Yeah, definitely. That's good. That's good to see. It's good to know that. That's on track still.
However, they only managed to lift the trophy 7 times out of the 11.
Okay. I mean, that's still a positive outcome on the grounds that you're winning it more times than you're losing it. It's not quite what the number we need yet, but we're getting there, you know.
Yeah, and I think, 7 out of 11, it's still good odds, but dropping off from the 50% we're required for that gold medal.
I'm still backing you. 60 to go. I still think you can do it. I'm still feeling positive about it all.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next lot. Some strange outcomes here. Denmark and Switzerland both won a Euros each in these 20 simulations. I think Denmark actually got to the final twice as well. Quarter-final exits for England, though. There were 5 of them. 5 times they did not get past the quarter-finals. Okay. Semi-finals, 3 exits.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're used to semi-final exits.
Yeah, fortunately we are, aren't we, to be fair? It's a bit sad.
Now, the finals... we only actually reached 5.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And that is because the first round knockout stage, which I believe is the first time that they're going to have it at this Euros, because they've got more clubs or more nations in this tournament than they ever have before.
Yeah.
7 exits in the first round knockout.
Yeah, that's horrible. Who are you playing with? Is it the same team most times you got knocked out to there?
Let me have a quick look. So the first round knockouts 3 times was against Portugal.
Okay.
1 time was against Switzerland. That's when they didn't go on and win it. 1 time against France. Twice against Switzerland, actually. And 1 again against Turkey.
Okay, so it is mixed, to be fair, actually. I expected it to be like France every time or something like that. But no, it is quite mixed in those teams. I think England will be disappointed to lose those teams in real life if that was the case. It's a lot of them, especially if it's Switzerland and Turkey's, right?
I mean, Portugal, you can understand it, but 3 times against Portugal.
Yeah, that's Ronaldo obviously doing bits for them there. Ruben Diaz at the back, holding steady.
So out of these 5 finals that they managed to get to eventually, they won 4 of them.
Okay, so, I mean, it's still good ratio for the final, but that gold is now slipping away.
Yeah, but that brings our total wins for the 60 Euro simulators so far up to 19.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, with 40 to go, we need 6 wins for a bronze, 16 for a silver, and 31 for a gold. 31 out of 40 is a bit unlikely.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get gold. That's sad. But I think silver is definitely on. Silver is 100% on. I can see it happening.
Is that your big prediction from this point?
Yeah, from this point. I mean, I'm disappointed in you for not getting gold. And that is a reflection on your character, I've decided. But, you can redeem yourself with a silver, I think.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have contacted Pav.
Yeah, Pav would know what to do. Pav would be all over this. We challenge him to get 100, he'd get 101. That's what he'd do. So.
Okay, so for the next 20 simulations that we had, the strange outcomes, which was, I found this quite one of the biggest strange outcomes, was that Croatia, although they have a great team, there's no undenying that, they got to the final of the World Cup, the last World Cup round, 4 times they won it.
Oh, that's
in
big.
Just this 20. Yeah,
that's
just
huge,
this 20. 4 times. Austria as well, they made the final 3 times, winning 1 of them.
Oh, fair play, Austria.
And Switzerland again, winning the Euros.
Just those, mad, isn't it? I wouldn't imagine an Austria or a Switzerland being, I don't know who they've really got. Like, I need to look at these teams a bit more.
It's very Denmark 1990, whenever it was, so 92, and very Greece 2004.
Yeah, it definitely has that sort of vibe to it, doesn't it?
Quarter-final exits for this 20 were 7. 7 quarter-final exits, so not the greatest year. Semi-final was 2 exits.
Okay.
And total amount of finals that we made was 8. So gold is definitely out of the window.
Yeah, can't get gold now. That's sad. But I think that's still a good return, though, for the finals. I think silver is still very much on the cards.
Yeah, so the total wins out of those 8 finals was 5. It's not the greatest return.
It's not the greatest return. It's still 25% of all the finals that you did in that simulation were won by England. So that's still like, when you put it like that, it's decent, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, we were beaten in the final by Germany, beaten in the final by France and Croatia.
Oh, you hate to see it, particularly Croatia. Just bad memories after that World Cup semi-final.
And the Germany. I mean, imagine losing at Wembley in the Euro finals.
Oh, of course, Germany. It's the finals at Wembley, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And they get the revenge for 1966 as well.
Exactly. So, I mean, that takes us to a total of 24 out of 80. So we only actually need 1 more for the bronze. We need 11, though, for the silver. Do you think we can get 11 out of this last 20 simulations?
Yeah, I back it. I'm going to hope. We've not had 11 wins in a single 20 sims yet, have we? But I'm going to back this one. I'm going to back it. You're saving the best till last. Please.
You backing this the whole time really just shows how delusional us England fans really are.
Yeah, I think that probably is.
These tournaments.
It definitely says a lot more about England fans, yes, 100%.
It doesn't it? The fact that we're like, yeah, we can do 50 out of 100 easily, and we've never even won a Euros. Like, it's completely ridiculous. So, the strange outcomes for the last 20 simulations. There wasn't many, only Austria winning it once, I thought was the weirdest outcome out of those 20.
Yeah, that's a bit odd, isn't it? But still, I think Austria proved themselves to be a decent team. I need to watch out for them this summer.
Yeah.
Like, FM think they're great, so that probably means they are great in real life too.
Exactly. They don't get this wrong too often, do they?
No, they're pretty
decent. The big telltale for this is that there is a group with Germany, Portugal and France and Hungary, I believe, who are all in it together, which means that that's going to take away at least one of those big teams immediately.
Yeah, massively. That's huge implications, right? Definitely. That's a really difficult group. And
I think across my 100 simulations, I really seen that those 3 suffered the most, especially Germany when it comes to finals. Germany didn't win a lot, to be honest.
Well, this is the thing. They're struggling at the moment, aren't they, a little bit? I think since the last World Cup, they've not been brilliant internationally.
Transition.
100%. So I don't expect them to get out of the group, actually, in real life. I predict it'll be France and Portugal getting out of there. Maybe Hungary too, but not Germany.
Who knows? Right, so the quarterfinal exits, there were 4 of them.
Okay.
Semi-final, there were 2 exits.
Okay.
And finals in total, there was 11.
Oh, come on.
Which means we need 100%, Tom, for the silver medal.
Give me those 11 wins, please.
So the grand total of wins that we managed to get out of those 11 finals was 8.
Oh, no.
We fell so close.
Oh, so close but so far. It's
3 finals short.
It's agonising. That is agonising.
It is. I mean, it's 98 all over again.
Yes.
It's 2018 all over again. We just can't make even the silver medal.
Yeah, even you can't even get the silver. Yeah, just gonna settle for the bronze every time.
So we'll take the 3rd place award. But what's your final thoughts on this, Tom? Do you think this is still a good achievement? 32 wins in total.
Yeah, definitely. If we go to the Euros with a 32% chance of winning it, for example, say that, like I think it's pretty decent considering the other nations that are in there.
Yeah, when you put it like that, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that massively. I think we've done really well there. I think that's a great return. And I think once Southgate gets kicked out, you got to put yourself forward, I think. I
mean, I'll be sending them this.
Yeah.
As soon as Southgate's out of the job, I'll be sending them this file, showing them this video. But look, 32% chance that I'll win you the Euros. What do you think? See what the FA say.
I'd take those odds if I was them. I'd bite your hand off for it.
Tom, thank you very much for joining me today, mate. Where can the people find you, and where can they find this video that you've done on your channel?
So you can find me on my channel, which is TomFM. I'm also on Twitch as well, at TomFM on there. Is it at TomFM on? It's just TomFM on Twitch. It's TomFM everywhere, apart from Twitter, which is TomFM_YT, because there's a Spanish kid who's got the at TomFM, and he won't give it to me, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm working on it.
And when was the last time he tweeted?
Actually, he tweets regularly, which is even worse. So he ignores me a lot of the time. I talk to him in Spanish. I tweet him in Spanish as well, because maybe he didn't get English. I just don't ever get a reply.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, for joining me, mate.
No, thanks for having me. Great to see you.
So there we have it. Thank you very much for TomFM for coming on the channel. Bronze position, I'm quite happy with that. Silver maybe was just attainable. Gold was very difficult to come by. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this style of Challenge Me, then let me know down in the comments who else you want to see on these. And of course, there is a playlist with all of the other ones I have done so far, including Zealand, including Work the Space, and even Sweet Left Foot Mike. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you, and enjoy the Euros. Bye-bye.